Hello, my friends. DJ Neeks here, and welcome back to the world of Dragon Age Inquisition, for what I have heard is going to be the last time, as the newest DLC, Trespasser, which is not that much of a gap in time from the Descent DLC we had just recently done. They had this come out pretty quickly. Apparently, they had also maybe had another group working on this one, but I've heard this is the last DLC that they will be releasing for Dragon Age Inquisition, and that this actually somewhat has to do with some Aftermath stuff. This is a post-endgame DLC as opposed to the other ones where you could do it early in the, at any point in the game. This is one that's meant to be done after you beat the game, as it will actually take place, I think I heard maybe a couple years in the future or something. So, but also, before the DLC came out, there was a big patch that came out, or a software update more so, that added some content to the game. And I'm kind of curious to go check some of them out. And I heard that one of them is actually in here. I know there were some deliveries in the chest over here, and I actually already picked them up. But when I went to go pick them up, I also noticed something else over here. Look at this. A golden nug. Synchronize Collectibles. This will synchronize your collectibles across games by downloading collectibles that you previously uploaded and uploading newly acquired ones. Would you like to synchronize them now? I guess so. I'm not really sure what this is going to do, but okay, sure. Collectibles successfully synchronized. Okay, I'm not really sure what that did. Did that affect my inventory somehow? No, I guess not. I don't know what exactly that did, but I just thought that was kind of funny. All of a sudden, you see this golden nug statue just sitting here. So, let me sell some of my stuff here. Stuff I don't really need. You know what? Let me store those. Why not? You never know. Oh, 500. I didn't realize that that it had that much space. I don't know. Maybe they added to that space. Anyway, I've heard also that one of the main features of the patch, or I always call them patches, but the update is that you can change your attire for here in Skyhold, and I heard you can do that in your quarters, which is fine considering that there was never any reason to go to your quarters at all during the game, which I thought was kind of silly, but let's go check that out. Be kind of cool to be able to change out of the same thing I'm always wearing here. Be able to customize it. All about customization. Let's see. Oh, look, wardrobe. Is there anything else? Nope. Alright, so wardrobe. Let's see. There's casual wear, formal wear, outerwear, and armor. So I could wear armor around. So, I see. Purity. Huh. Let's take... Oh, I see. Oh, I can see it. Yeah. So it's the same kind of thing, except a different color. That's blue. Formal wear. Ooh, I can wear the Winter Palace stuff. The Fortress. Oh, I see. Outerwear. Oh, okay. Venture Capital. The Night's Watch. Or Day's Vigil. That's kind of cool looking. And then armor. Portals of the Fate, glittering as silver. Oh, I see. Okay, so you can... I see. I think I'll go with Night's Watch. Why not? Okay, so an actual reason to come to your quarters. That's kind of cool. I think you feel comfortable wearing this. Now, I honestly don't know what other features they may have added to this update. I really don't know. But I'm very much interested in knowing about that if this is going to be like the big finale DLC. My expectations for it are pretty high. Because I gotta be honest with you guys, I've been pretty disappointed so far in the DLCs for this. I was expecting a bit more. Usually some of the DLCs they release, or at least one DLC per game is usually like fantastic. Like for Origins, obviously they had the Awakening expansion, then they had the Witch Hunt DLC, which was a cool moment between you and Morgan, depending on what your relationship with her was. And then for 2, there was Legacy, which ended up being pretty important for this game. And we have not really... Oh, I just noticed he has a knife in the back of his outfit. That's cool. Like, he's always like Ray, just in case he ever got an assassination attempt on him. But, yeah, I've been pretty disappointed so far with the DLCs for this game. Descent and Jaws of Hakon, to me, have kind of been, to me, not really important. It was cool to meet the original Inquisitor in the Jaws of Hakon, and finding out about the Titan and such, but that's not really, that was kind of it. There really wasn't much else to it, so I'm really hoping that this DLC is going to step it up big time in good old BioWare fashion, just like maybe Citadel did for Mass Effect 3. Or like how Lair of the Shadow Broker and Arrival did for Mass Effect 2. I'm just saying, if they could do DLCs for this game, Dragon Age games, as like they did for Mass Effect, that would be pretty awesome. So I'm hoping this DLC is going to really deliver, but we'll find out. So I'm assuming that to access it, I'll have to go here. Oh, yep, I can tell. See? I see it right there. Alright, well, first things first, let me see if there's any operations to do. I don't believe there is. I did forget to check the other operations in the deep roads, but honestly, I don't really care that much. Really wasn't that important, I think.
You're doing it again. Oh, I do apologize.
Now that's going to be in my head all day.
What was she humming there? I couldn't tell. So apparently this is how you access it. Attend the Exalted Council. Warning, beginning the Exalted Council will lock off all other areas and plots and jump to 944 Dragon, 2 years after the death of Corypheus. There is no going back from this point. Wow, really? So I guess they're saying the game is saying like certain quests maybe will get closed off if you go through with this, huh? Well, I'll be keeping at least a couple save files from before just in case. I'm very interested, but this is cool that it's actually advancing the story 2 years later.
If you squint, Lake Callanhad is shaped like a bunny.
Perhaps we should take a... Oh, I think I see it.
Oh, you two. With Corypheus dead and the threat of Fade Rifts and demons waning, both Orlais and Ferelden have begun to raise questions about the future of the Inquisition. Divine Victoria has promised to shield the Inquisition from political matters for as long as possible. Eventually, she plans to call the Exalted Council, a chance to determine the role, and possibly the fate of the Inquisition. Recommended levels 20 or higher. Well, I think I'm like, level 24, level 25 now, so that shouldn't be any problem at all. And remember, Divine Victoria is actually Cassandra. Yeah, she's the Divine now. Not to mention my girlfriend. But, I can imagine she's going to vehemently fight in my favor, so this should be very interesting. Divine Victoria will not call the Exalted Council until you are ready, Inquisitor. Here we go. I am very interested in seeing how this goes. Will be held at the Winter Palace outside Halam Shiral. Thanks to Divine Victoria's negotiation with the ambassadors, we are ready to depart at your convenience. Let's venture forth. Telling you guys, I'm really hopeful that this Trespasser DLC is gonna really deliver. Like, make this game go out with a huge bang. A huge positive note. I mean, especially if it's gonna advance the story now 2 years. And this is something that this has also been talked about throughout the game is, what's the future of the Inquisition gonna hold? And the Inquisitor. So this should be very interesting. We'll also get to see maybe how the stories of our characters have developed over the last 2 years. I've tried to stay completely blind. I mean, it came out yesterday. I didn't get to start it up on launch day Tuesday because I was busy that day, with work. But I've tried to stay as blind to this as I can, so I could be, thoroughly engaged and surprised by whatever happens. Oh, we're in our Winter Palace attire. Very nice.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Yeah?
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you.
Ooh. All the
Our
ladies are
real
wanting
concern
Cullen.
is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Come on, Alistair. Don't be that way. Then again, maybe it's not Alistair. Maybe it's the people, plotting behind him. But I don't know. Maybe Alistair has changed over the last couple of years. I don't know. We didn't get any real interaction with Alistair in this game, so I really don't know where Alistair stands on this in terms of the Inquisition. I'm hoping Empress Celine is going to be in our favor. Ooh, I got there early. No one's even there. I'm just in the room all by myself, contemplating the future.
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I
Oh.
hope the years have been kind to you.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
Hello, Mother Giselle.
I spent last summer in Empress de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Thanks to you.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine
I certainly
Victoria
will.
asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
Huh. You mean Cassandra?
You can probably just call her Cassandra in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name.
Okay, but
Our
I'm sure
first
she would
divine
prefer
once
that.
joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinian. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
Ha! How has Cassandra done?
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Huh.
Victoria says she is better suited to the battlefield than the Sunburst throne.
Of course she is, I
But
know
she
that.
has restored the Chantry, and also people's faith in it. I am glad you are here for her.
Of course. Now I'm also interested, how different would this be if Leliana was the Divine? I've missed her.
I haven't seen Divine Victoria as much as I'd wished these past few years.
She has missed you as well, Inquisitor.
That's good to know.
There are few with whom the Divine can be herself. I suspect the same is true for you.
Yeah.
Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador.
Man, we got
Many of
ambassadors
your
from
friends
everywhere.
have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
Ooh, yeah, which old friends?
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras.
Varrick.
For one.
Nice.
I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall.
Oh,
I
good.
believe Sir Blackwall has returned as well.
Blackwall's back?
Although he now uses the name Tom Ranier.
Oh, okay, cool.
And of
That's
course,
fine.
there is the Tevinter ambassador.
Is it Dorian?
Enjoy time with them while you can, your worship. I
It's
doubt you will
Dorian,
have the
isn't
chance
it?
Once the Exalted Council is underway.
The Tevinter ambassador? I'm assuming it's Dorian.
The Imperium sent an ambassador?
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter.
Oh,
It will be
yep,
good
I was
to
right.
see
It
him
is
again.
Dorian.
I owe him my apology.
Oh?
I allowed my distrust of Devinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
Aww.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, Your Worship. Myself included.
Oh, that's cool of
I
you.
will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
Yes, he will. Yes, he will. Knowing Dorian, he will definitely want an audience for it. Well, it was good talking to you,
Thank
Mother Giselle.
Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may.
Of course.
This Exalted Council,
Yeah?
Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's crown.
Of course they do.
What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
Ooh. You would disband. I agree. We're not going anywhere. Our work is done. That is a good question. What would Thorix want to do with the Inquisition? I mean, we did stop Corypheus. And that was kind of our main objective, pretty much. Would I want the Inquisition to disband? After all we've put together? We're not going anywhere, like, no, we're gonna remain a great power and all that. I don't know, I hope that's not how it comes across. Or our work is done. I'm not sure. This is a tough one for me. Because I'm not really sure our work is done. That if we disband, all of a sudden another threat will show up, and it's like, oh, look, we disbanded. It was a bad idea. And now we don't have our forces anymore. Because you never know. Another threat that, with things like the Fade and demons and such. And the Darkspawn. There's always a chance that a threat could come back. I guess I'll say our work is done.
Corypheus is dead. We accomplished what we set out to do.
Yep.
If we're not needed any longer and it can be done peacefully, it may be time for the Inquisition to disband.
There you go. I like that answer.
Thank you. Make her watch over you, Inquisitor.
But it's a big
I will
if.
not
I'm just
keep
saying.
you any longer.
I'm just saying. It's a big if. Like, if we're not needed any longer. And if it's the right choice, then we'll do it. But if we're still needed, then we'll keep going. More so as a force, just, as a force of protection. To defend all of Thetis in case a great threat arises, just like Corypheus. Or an even bigger threat. What if another, I mean, obviously we're not Grey Wardens, we can't end, Archdemons, but if another Blight comes around, an army would be nice for the Grey Wardens to have, just like in Origins. Speak with the Orlesian Ambassador, speak with the Ferelden Ambassador, catch up with old friends. Oh, of course I want to catch up with old friends. Wait, who's this? Oh, no one right here. Alright, obviously we gotta take a look around. Can't get inside, it's barred. Maybe this could end up being like the Citadel DLC, where it was kind of just a cool DLC to be able to reminisce with a bunch of
I should look around.
old friends, all of Shepard's old friends, just hang out with them. Expensive dog treats? What? Hard and Hightown Chapter 10. Oh my gosh, Varrick's been writing even more. Haha. It would be cool to catch up with Varrick and see, like, hey, so how's it going in Kirkwall? Did you get to catch up with Aveline and such? Any word on anyone else from Dragon Age 2? Or, like, someone with, like Leliana say, like, hey, any word from anyone from, Origins? What has changed in 2 years? How much has changed in 2 years? I must know, I want to know. Whoa, I can go way inside. I didn't know I could go this far inside. Oh, what's this? Read this. The First Grand Enchanter. Okay, you guys can read that if you want. What is with these dog treats? Are they a side quest or something? What the heck? Why am I finding expensive dog treats? just randomly left around the palace. Oh, looks like someone's right up here. Who is it? Oh, there's Josephine. Hello, Josephine.
It's been quite a day so far, has it not? I've been speaking with representatives from
Of course
everywhere.
you have.
Have they
It's
given
right,
you
you're
trouble?
in your element.
Not at all. It is quite alarming. It means they are all saving themselves up for later. Would you walk with me? I should like to take some air before the Exalted Council becomes inescapable.
Sure.
The palace has been most accommodating. We are, after all, here at their insistence. But the ministers may... No. No more talk of the council. This meeting was to spend time with you in a more relaxed fashion.
Oh my. You scheduled a friendly chat?
Is this in your daily notes? 3 to 4 o'clock. Idle chat with the Inquisitor.
Of course not.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Not precisely.
Ah!
The truth is, there is a small entertainment happening tonight, to which I may be able to find a pair of invitations.
I'm sorry.
You'd like me to go with you?
Very much so.
Josephine, you
In
do
all the
know I'm
years
seeing
you worked
Cassandra,
with Orlais,
right?
You had so little time to enjoy its culture.
Well, I guess she just wants to show me around the place as friends. Okay. That's a good point.
Perhaps you're right. These meetings and talks don't allow for much leisure time.
And we need that.
And then back to Skyhold without a moment's pause to take in where we are. With all that's been happening, I promised myself a single evening out. I'd very much like to go with a friend.
Aww. Doing what exactly?
And what is this small entertainment?
Something to ease our minds.
She doesn't want to
I
tell
would
me.
very much like to surprise you with the details.
Ooh, a surprise. I'd love to go with you.
Thank you for thinking of me. I'd be delighted to attend.
Splendid. I will arrange things at once. The past years have been so busy. We have earned at least a few moments of rest.
A calm night out sounds...
Oh, bravo!
And we immediately
Bravo.
jump to it. The look on his face. What just happened?
Was the woman in gold playing a king? Who was the man in feathers?
Oh, it's all very simple. The first actor's mask is determined by... well, I will lend you the program guide.
Oh, geez, thanks.
But tell me, did you enjoy the performance?
Well, as a theater man, yeah, it was amazing.
That was one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
That part with the glittery... And they actually set fire to the... Yeah, yes, I truly enjoyed it.
There you go.
Then I call tonight a great success.
He loves theater just like I do.
Oh, look! The Encore signal!
An encore. Encore. That was kind of cool.
I do hope you recovered from your night at the opera. Any earringing should go away in a day or two.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes after a night at the opera. Cole in the last few years? Ooh. Well, it's kind of a long one, but I'm kind of interested in knowing what Cole has been up to. Let's take a look here. Inquisitor, I send this to you, uncertain whether this comprises a joke, a test, or some form of magic. If it is the latter, I wish to state that I am deeply uncomfortable, but based on the results, I can hardly complain. Our work has never been more successful. I have no recollection of having written the following, but it is clearly my hand, with signifiers in the language that make it clear. I acted of my own volition when writing it. I assume that you will make more of it than I can. Yours, Charter. Charter? Send to Inquisitor in response Cole. Quarterly progress. Rescues 6, higher than expected. Targets hit 4, 1 dead when wanted for interrogation. No prisons. Agent morale strong. Some crying. Oddities, misplaced items. Why did I write this? Interesting. Josephine in the last few years. Okay. Dear Inquisitor Kadash, Commander Cullen has reviewed the soldiers I have written and received so many letters from the Orlesian court. Our birds practically blot out the sun. We are as prepared for the Exalted Council as we will ever be. I know this past year has been full of formal meetings. Goodness knows I have attended many myself, but this one will truly test the alliances and friendships that we have worked so hard to build. If I may offer you any advice, Inquisitor, it is this. Keep a ready smile, and remember we have their attention because we are to be reckoned with. Respectfully yours, Ambassador Montelier. Liliana in the last few years. Inquisitor, unfortunately I must report that my attempt to use nugs in place of messenger birds in the Deep Roads has not gone well. On the first attempt, the nugs I released would not even go in the right direction, choosing instead to run around in circles and collide with walls while trying to squirm out from under the message canisters. After considerable training, the second attempt went slightly better, with only half trying to escape their collars, while the others at least tried to go in the right direction. However, none of the nugs arrived at their destination. I will require some of the Charter's time in dealing with an Orlesian noblewoman I believe to be intercepting my nugs. From my surveillance, she appears to be dressing them in terrible frocks that are simply terrible. Nightingale. Oh, Liliana. What is this? More loot. Crumpled silk napkin? What? I am finding some weird loot in this place. Okay, so there was Josephine. Who else is over here? Obviously, I want to save the ambassadors for last. There's someone right here. Who is it? It's Varrick! Varrick, buddy!
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Oh, Sebastian?
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver.
Aveline.
Well.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Inquisitor, Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you?
Right back at you, Varrick. Am I interrupting?
Am I interrupting something important?
Yes.
Which is perfect,
Jeez.
because Bran here needed a break. This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
Really? The Viscount of Kirkwall. Oh, gosh. Until recently?
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
What?
You're the Viscount of Kirkwall?
He's the Viscount of
Well, it seems
Kirkwall?
the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
Oh my
Turns
gosh!
out, you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
After everything we saw in 2, and all that talk about, like, well, you'd need the Templar support and all that. Wow! Varrick is now the guy in charge of running all of Kirkwall? This is hysterical! After thinking back, I'm just thinking back now to everything that happened in 2. That now Varrick is the one running things. Wow! So you're not coming back? I love that option. I either want to say, so you're not coming back to join me, or you'll be a great Viscount. I love having Varrick around, so I'll be like, you're not going to come back and join me, buddy?
Does this mean I can't tempt you into coming back to Skyhold? Wicked Grace hasn't been the same since you left.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to be stuck in Kirkwall for the foreseeable future. There's a lot to do back home.
I can imagine.
They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that.
Yes, you can.
Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present.
Oh,
It's
Varrick.
official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall.
Oh,
Congratulations.
thanks.
You're a compt now.
Oh, great.
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it.
Uh-huh.
I also got you a seat in the Merchants Guild.
Whoa.
Don't thank me. I was just going to give you mine, but they got so angry about it.
The Merchants
It's
Guild.
highly
Nice.
irregular. You know there have already been complaints from the...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
He's like, get out of here. Quit bothering me. Wow. I don't know what to say, Varrick.
This is possibly too much, Varrick. I don't know what to say.
That's nothing. Practically nothing. Don't mention it.
Aw, Varrick, you've always been so
That
good to
reminds
me.
It's the key to the city.
You can't
What?
give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
The key to the city of Kirkwall?
It's just
nice.
symbolic anyway.
Thank you,
It
Varrick.
controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Really? It's so much better than I thought.
Oh, thank you, Varrick.
Thank you. I'm touched. A little bit horrified by this key now, but still touched.
Please don't give anything else away.
Quiet.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it.
Aw, thanks,
Also,
buddy.
Control of the harbor, I guess.
Wow.
Anyway, you should meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
You got
I
it.
wouldn't miss it.
Yep.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
This poor guy. Oh, what a horrible job he has trying to be some advisor to Varrick, and he's completely failing.
I'll be here if you need me.
Thanks, buddy. Alright, so when we come back, we will look around to see if we can catch up with any more old friends. That was fun catching up with Varrick. I want to catch up with everybody else. Hopefully, they're all here. Stay tuned.